few emails from people that have been watching the communication skills video, and the common thread that runs through these emails is that the dogs are fine in the house, they pay attention, the dogs are fine in the garden, they pay attention, but the minute they go out of doors, they lose focus, they lose their attention. So people are struggling to try and get them to refocus. If this is the case, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to move your dog to an area such as this field, where there are a few distractions, but not too many distractions. And in this shoulder bag here, I have enough food, high value food, to be able to work my dog Imber for the next half an hour or so. So we're going to teach Imber now to focus and pay attention to me whilst we're in a big open space. It's the same principle as before. You say your dog's name and you give it food. You condition the dog to understand that its name means food. So, Imber.
The process of communication is intellectually very simple. Teach your dog to pay attention, and if it does, reward it. If it doesn't, don't reward it and do it again. It sounds simple, but it's not easy. It depends on several things, which include your dog's character and temperament, the breed predisposition, and if you're working with an older dog, how long has that dog been ignoring you? Or significantly a rescue dog. I took Imber on when she was 15 months old, and she'd spent all of her life from the age of 15 weeks in various rescue centres. I took her on because the staff at the rescue centre refused to walk her because she was totally out of control. And it was only going to end one way. Using basic communication skills and relationship building exercises, she is what you see today. But believe me, her issues are not fully resolved. We just start again every day. An extremely important part of the communication equation is the environment in which you're working with the dog. If a dog knows the environment and is relaxed, the dog is more inclined to pay attention. However, if the dog doesn't know the environment, or is indeed not relaxed, for whatever reason, you're going to struggle. This is why most people can get their dogs to do most things in the house or in the garden, but when the dog is outside the home, all bets are off. As you can see, Imber appears totally relaxed and she's particularly focused. Now we're going to take her somewhere she's never been before and see the effect that has on her ability to remain focused. There'll be some people looking at this video thinking, well, she looks fine, she looks relaxed, and she's paying attention and she's taking food. However, some people will see that she's not totally relaxed. She's simply not engaging as freely and as intensely as she did when she was on the field. This is because she's somewhere new and all her canine senses are on high alert. She's hearing different sounds, she's smelling different smells, and she's seeing different things. Her innate senses are affecting her ability to focus and taking her attention away from me. She's not overreacting to any of this because she's still under my control. But her senses are most definitely affecting her ability to focus. Now you'll agree that this is not a particularly busy road, yet she's quite tense. Now we're going to take her to somewhere which is different again, to see how this affects her willingness to engage. We're now outside a set of shops. The shops themselves are not threatening and not that busy. But now she'll not take food at all. This means she's totally uncomfortable in this situation. A situation that she's never been in before. Again, she's not overreacting, but she's simply not engaging with me. And no matter how many times I try and tempt her with food, she's not interested. If there are things going on in the dog's immediate environment which to the dog are more interesting, more exciting, or perhaps more stressful, they will struggle to focus and engage. We're now back on the field. As you can see, her previous experiences have had no effect on her behaviour. I live in a semi-rural area and I've no need to walk my dog on main roads or stand outside shops, so I'm not overly concerned that she is distracted in this environment. However, if I moved to a more urban environment, I'd put a program in place to ensure that she was exposed to that environment on a regular basis and teach her to focus and engage with me in those situations. The majority of dog behavioural issues are as a result of a breakdown in communication between dog and owner. This stems from the owner not knowing what to do with the dog in certain situations, and the dog not understanding the owner's expectations in that situation. The ability to communicate with your dog at a level your dog understands is key to a successful dog-human relationship. This is fundamental to my approach to dog owner education and underpins all the work we carry out at the school. There is more to building a relationship with your dog than teaching it a few basic controls.